My Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu definitely counts as that. And I do BJJ now roughly 5 times a week. And at least a few of those sessions have me huffing and puffing. So I'm probably taking good care of that. I am absolutely not the model for longevity and quality of life. I'm in a very perverse, very strange path, a very understood, very chosen path.
I think you've at least partly ejected yourself out of that, or sort of gently come into land.
Yeah, I stopped abuse level steroid dosing.
But yeah, it just makes me think again. I have this idea called the menopause. Guys at some point between 28 and 45 that have just wanted to get as jacked and lean as possible. Maybe they have or haven't abused PEDs. Maybe they have or haven't ever tried to do different training modalities. Realize that they become chronically aware of their own mortality.
Yeah.
And they think, hey, I shouldn't be out of breath going up those stairs or whatever. I can't touch my toes or my shoulder hurts always.
Yes.
Just again, thinking about people pivoting out of that. And it seems to me that if cardio, which for some people is fun apparently, but for other people you need to game it like you have, which is choke the guy. Oh, my heart rate's high. I was trying to choke the guy. My heart rate got high. For me, pickleball is a good example. I'm chasing a ball around a thing.
Very British way of engaging.
That would be, maybe not bulls or polo. But yeah, just trying to think about some of the easiest ways for the non-cardio lovers to get themselves to that place.
For sure. That's a great question, Chris, a great statement, because we know from the exercise participation literature, in the physical activity participation literature, I actually used to teach a class dedicated pretty much to this.
That is encouraging people to participate.
And behavior.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Health behavior is a trip. Like, we know pretty well what to tell people to do, but then they're like, and you're like, okay, they won't do it. How do we get them to do it? A big part of that is a 2-factor thing. One is your physical activity should be pretty fun, and it should also hopefully be something that involves you with other people so that the community reinforcement part is in play, and that you have the situation where if you just don't feel like it someday, your airsoft team is still meeting up to shoot airsoft pellets at each other. You better be there. And so you just end up falling in. And if you fall out of activity that nobody gives a shit because you're just on a treadmill at home and you have no friends and no one to talk to, you're maybe kind of done. But if people are like, dude, are you going to make it to jiu-jitsu again? I heard you healed up. You're like, I should go back. I love jiu-jitsu. Okay, I'm going back.
The fucking social pressure usefulness. That was the thing that I realized when I started doing CrossFit and any fighting, that, your most training for most people, unless you have a really cool gym training buddy, is you steeping in your own neuroses as you stare in the mirror listening to metal or dark thoughts if it's you. And
or nothing. Yeah. Exactly.
And I realized, this is awesome. I'm like outsourcing all of my exercise motivation to this group of people around me. It lightens the burden of me having to do this thing that I kind of probably didn't want to do.
Yes. And I don't want people to misinterpret that as being like, you got to bully your friends into exercise.